Hello all. So in today's video we'll cover the first chapter of 5th standard maths Olympiad, that is number sense. I know this chapter is very easy. We feel like we know everything about this chapter, but understanding each and every concept of this chapter is very important. You could see the questions related to this chapter throughout your paper, even in achievers section, which are 3 marks question. You could see this questions. So let's start. The first topic which we will cover is Indian system of writing number and international system of writing number. In Indian system we write like ones, tens, hundreds, thousand, 10,000, lakh, 10 lakh, crore and 10 crore. In international system, on the other hand, it is ones, tens, hundred, thousand, 10,000. Instead of lakh we have 100,000. 10 lakh it is million, crore it is 10 million, 10 crore it is 100 million. So in case if we have any number, say suppose 7205341 if I have to write this number in Indian system of writing, how I'll write it? 91435027, and the way I will read it, 7 crore 20 lakh 53,419. But the same number, if it goes to the international system of writing, the way is 91435027, and the way we will read it is 72,053,419, that is 419. So here we see the difference, like ones in Indian and international we have ones, tens we have tens, 100 we have 100, 1000 we have 1000, 10,000 10,000. But when it comes to lakh in Indian system of writing, it is 100,000 in international system of writing. If we have 10 lakhs, it is 1 million, 1 crore, 10 million, 10 crore, 100 million. So you could see that in international system of writing, it is generally the set of 3. That is, any number if we'll take, like suppose if I'll take 154039846, how it goes is this 3 till 100, that is ones, tens, 100, then this 3 till 1000, that is 9,000, 39,000, and here it is 0, or if I'll take it here 1, then it will be 100,000. So the way I'll read it is 139,000. This goes 4 million, 54 million, 154 million. The total way of reading this number in international style of writing would be 154,139,846. On the other hand, if the same number, if I'll take and write it in the Indian style of writing, I will write it like 154,139,846. In Indian style, we have a comma after 100, 10,000, lakhs and crore. So it will be 15 crore 41 lakhs 39,846. I hope this concept is clear to all of you. This also covers the numbers system, the writing into number names. Now I'll cover the next part, that is, you could see questions related to this in the papers, which might in which they might ask you ten lakhs equals to dash million. So we know when it is 10 lakh, it is 1 million. They might ask you question like 10 million equals to dash lakhs. Now we know 10 million equals to 1 crore, but they have asked us in lakhs, so we have to write it. We have 1 crore, that is 100 lakh, so answer will go as 100 lakh. This is how we do the Indian system and international system of writing. The next topic which we will cover today is Roman numbers. In Roman numbers, just remember two things. If you will follow these two things and remember them, then your each and every sum will be correct. What you need to remember is, the first thing which you need to remember is the Roman numbers and its value. Just keep that in your mind, how it goes and how we put the Roman values. So the first thing is, how we write the Roman number? I, V, X, L, C, D and M. You just need to remember the values of these Roman numbers. We all have learned till I, V and X, we know that. LCDM is new and you need to remember its value. I, as we all know, it is for 1. V, the value of V is 5. X, it's 10. L, it's 50. C, it's 100. D, 500. And M, it's 1000. Okay. The second thing which you need to remember is, whenever you see any Roman number, if a smaller Roman number is before the bigger Roman number, then you always need to subtract it and form your number. If you will follow this rule, all of your sums will be correct. What I am telling is, if for any given time in a Roman number, if a smaller Roman number, for example, if I want to write 9, how I'll write it? Generally we write it like this. Okay, why we are writing it in this way? Because whenever a smaller Roman number, that here is I, is before the bigger Roman number, here is X, we always subtract the smaller Roman number from the bigger Roman number. In this case, we subtract 1 from 10 and we get the value 9. Similarly, if there is a number called X, C. Again, X is smaller than C. What we will do is, X, the value is 10. C, the value is 100. So again, I'll go to subtract 10 from 100 and I'll get the value 90. If you'll follow this rule, then your all answers will be correct. Let's check one example of Roman number and see how we'll solve it. I'll take the example M, C, D, X, L, I, X. Now we'll solve it one by one. First is M. The value of M is, as we all know, it is 1000 here. C, D. Now, as I have told you, whenever a smaller Roman number comes before the larger Roman number, we have to subtract it. In this case, what you need to check is if C is larger or smaller than D, C is smaller, and in this case what we'll do is we'll subtract the value of C from D. So D is 500, C is 100, so 500 minus 100, that is 400. So value of CD will be 400 here. Now next is XL. Again we got a pair of smaller number and a larger number. What we'll do is again 50 minus 10, because L is larger and X is smaller, so we get the value 40 here of XL. I, X, again I is 1, X is 10. If we'll subtract it, we get the value 9. If I'll add all this together, the value which I'll get is 9441. So the value of this Roman number is 1449. This is the way you need to solve all the Roman numbers. If I'll take another example, suppose I have a number 3, 5, 8, 9. Now I have to convert it into a Roman number. In first example, what we have done, we have converted a Roman number into a normal number. Now what we have to do is we have to convert the normal number into a Roman number. Okay. What is the value? How we'll read it? 3589. Again, for 3000 we'll use, as it is 1000, we'll use m, right? It is 3000, that is 3 times 1000, so it will go like m. Okay, the next is 500. What is the value of 500 here? We have is d, so it will be d here. Okay, the next it is 89. Now 80, how we can write 80? We can write c, and we can do c and subtract x 2 times out of it, and we'll get 80. But you remember how we write 8? The way we write 8 is, we always write v, 1 2 3, right? So similarly for 80, the process will go in the same way. We'll write 50, that is L, and 60, 70, 80, that is 3 times x. Okay, now what is remaining is 9. How we write 9 is, as we all know, x. So the way to write the Roman number value of 3589 is 3 times m, dl, 3 times x, and 9ix. Okay, I hope writing Roman numbers, converting Roman numbers into normal numbers, it's clear. Now we'll move to the next topic. We'll see more examples when I'll solve all the paper questions from the book. We'll solve each and every questions. You can check that, and we'll see each and every examples in that episode. Now, also there are few points which you should remember about Roman number. Sometimes they ask it in true or false. That is, there is no Roman number for 0. We can't indicate 0 in Roman number. There is no Roman number for 0. You should always remember this. Okay, symbol cannot be repeated more than 3 times. Like if I need to write 8, how I'll write it? 5, 6, 7, 8. I have repeated I 3 times here. Why I don't write 9 as 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? No, because in Roman numbers no symbol can be repeated more than 3 times, and that's why we don't write it like this. We write it ix. Okay, let's move to our next topic, that is nearest 10, nearest 1000, nearest 100. Nearest 10, nearest 1000, nearest 100. This might come in achiever sections. They are also useful to understand the estimated value. Sometimes they ask you to what is the estimated sum of two numbers. In that case also this concept is very important. So with this, let's start with nearest tens first. So what I'll do is, here I'll take an example. This 4, 2, 5, 6, 8, 9, 2. Okay, when we have to find out nearest 10, suppose they have given this number and they have asked us to convert into nearest 10. What you will do is, as we need to find the nearest 10 here, we have to round. This is our 10 number, tens, this is ones, this is tens, this is 100, and follow on. So we need to find out the tens number here. The 10 number is 9. Now check the next number after 10, that is here ones, or the unit number. The unit number, if the unit number here is between 0 to 4, obviously it won't come 0, but I'm just taking an example, then we convert it into a nearest lower part. If it is between 5 to 9, we convert it to the nearest upper part. What is the nearest tens of 92? It could be 90. Yeah. So what we'll do is, add it as 2 here. As it is 2 here. We can also write it as upper part as 100. We need to add it as a 100. How you'll decide whether it will go with 90 or whether it will go with 100? We'll check the ones part. The ones part is 2, which is between 0 to 4. In that case, we'll go with 90. So here the nearest 10 value is 4256890. I hope it's clear. Now I'll move to the nearest 100 with the same example. Okay, so nearest 100. Okay, 4256892. The process remains the same. What you will have to do here is just take the 100, which is 100 here, 800, right? So we have to convert this 892 into nearest 100. What could be the nearest 100? 892, we can convert it into 800, or we can convert it into 900. That is the way we can do it. Okay, again for tens, what we have checked the units place, right? For 100 we'll check the tens place. It is 89. In this case it is more near to 900, right? So what will be the nearest 100? 4256900 would be the nearest. If the value would have been something called 42 here instead of 92, if it would have been 42, then what would have been the nearest 100 for this? 800. Okay, you need to check the next number on which you need to do the conversion. Okay, now they might ask you to convert to nearest 1000. Okay, I'll take the same example again. That is 4256892. Now the process remains the same, but we have to find out the 1000. So we'll check the 1000 number here. That is 6892. So it is the 1000 number here. Place value of 1000 number is 6000 here. Okay, so what could be the nearest 1000 here? Again, it could be 6000 or it could be 7000. We'll go with the same process. We'll check the next number of which we need to do the conversion. So it is 800 here. So 8, as we all know, it's between, that is 0 to 4 we have one group, and 5 to 9 we have one group. So it is near to the greater part. So in this case the 1000 would be 4257000, the nearest 1000. Again, if we'll have, instead of 8, if it would have been 2, so again it is in the first group, that is in the lower part. In that case it would have been 6000. Okay, I hope it's clear. We need to check the next number of which we need to do the conversion. Now the last topic for this chapter, it is formation of number. Okay, formation of number. What they can ask is, they can ask you to form a number, largest 5-digit number, largest 6-digit number, and other questions, with giving few numbers, and ask you to form a number without repetition or with repetition. Okay, so suppose they have given us a number 5, 2, 4, 0, 1, 3 and 6, and they have asked us to create a number which is without repetition, like greatest number out of this, and which is without repetition. We have to create a greatest number out of this without repetition. So as we have to create greatest number, you all know 6 is the biggest number, so 6 will go first, then will come 5, then will come 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. It will be the greatest number. And in case they ask us to create the smallest number using all the numbers without repetition, so you can't keep 0 at 1 at the first place. Yes, can't keep that because 0 doesn't make any sense here. So what we'll do is Next number which is small, which is bigger than 0 but it is smallest in the series, that is 1, and then we'll keep 0 here, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will form our greatest and smallest number without repetition. Okay, now suppose they have asked us to create the number with repetition. I mean, you can repeat the numbers, okay, but it should be the greatest number. That is again very simple here. I'll just write 6 here. Okay, and smallest if I have to create, I'll do 1 and then follow with. That is very simple concept. Okay, I hope again these are clear. We'll solve each and every problem of this chapter in next video. Watch that. I'll give solution to each and every problem which is in the exercise in the next video. See you later. Thank you guys.